Is it just me, or has everyone been feeling this indescribable sense of emptiness lately? Well, turns out there's no such thing as empty. Not a vacuum, not even the space within atoms that makes 99.999% of our universe. In fact, what actually goes on in there pretty much negates our original context of the word, considered to be this boil of quantum activity called quantum form. Not feeling so empty anymore. A simple description for the word quantum would be on a scale so small that even the tiniest atoms seem enormous, like planets. And the activity is the particle's constant process of snapping into and out of existence all over the place. These are called virtual particles. Oh, and why is it called form? Well, scientists just thought it looked similar to a fidget wing's form. Wonder where this reasonable naming went while naming Iceland and Greenland. Here's what I'm talking about. This constant appearance and disappearance of bubbles is exactly what virtual particles do and what quantum form is comprised of. But as absurd as this sounds, the real hurdle is comprehending what these virtual particles are. Now, hey dude, can you hurry up? I'm getting bored. Yeah, sure. So adding to the complexities of electrons, they never exist alone but are always clouded with virtual particles since they tend to emit and reabsorb photons before the universe notices, each of which can turn into a virtual electron and positron, which when collide, annihilate. Give me a beat already. The conservation laws do they violate because they exist for a period long enough to break some fundamental physics rules, and to deny their existence will be a bunch of fools, but that period is also short enough to not matter. Here's another example to make you understand better. It's like passing notes to your friend in their class. The teacher might catch you, but still, would you take the chance? Now you would break a rule whether she looks or not, but does it really matter if you didn't get caught? Not that for this action you'd have my vote. For decades, this explanation is what physicists have sought. What else could be related? Come on, give that a thought. If Big Bang were a select quantum for my baseball. Okay, now that we've covered every intimidating fact, it'll only be fair to ask for a reason to believe. Any experiment to prove it? Well, yes, many. The simplest being the Casimir effect, first predicted by Henry Casimir, who placed two neutrally charged metal plates very close to each other in a completely vacuum box. The concept of empty space, ingrained in us from childhood, would not let us expect anything to happen. However, two plates moved closer. Henry reasoned that if quantum form's real, the particles should exist everywhere and also behave like a wave. Consequently, these waves would exist between and outside the plates, but only short waves could exist between, while both long and short could exist outside, creating an imbalance between the two plates together. So does the presence of quantum form change the fact that a hammer and a feather fall at the same rate? No. Then what? Well, it does affect light by interfering with photons pass, but more importantly, remember my claims relating quantum form and Big Bang theory? That's what I thought. While this theory explains the universe's expansion since its emergence, we still don't know what lit the spark. How was there nothing one moment and an entire universe the next? Wait, isn't creating something out of nothing the usual for virtual particles?